I've had a summer like no other, have you? Yeah. We had a house decorated. We didn't have a house decorated. We found a guy who had the word decorator written on his van. We thought, and we threw money at him. We thought perhaps that would get a house decorated. No. Not how it works. He turned up on the first day. I won't give you his real name, Dave. His name is Dave. Turns up on the first day. I said to him, would you like a cup of tea? He says, yes please, 5 sugars. No, that's no, too easy. I'm not doing the 5 sugars jokes. He said, there's two ways. There's 2 ways you can react when you're offered a cup of tea when you haven't started work, you haven't done anything at all yet. What I do is I put my dust sheets out. I stir the paint. I do start sanding things down. Why I do that, I don't know. I sit at the computer all day, but I do that anyway. The other thing you can do is what Dave does, is you sit down and you do absolutely nothing. You think, oh good, there is a cup of tea in front of me. I will sit down, I will do absolutely nothing and just watch the world go by. So he sits on the doorstep and he starts watching the world go by. 5 minutes go by and I'm thinking, alright, he's not doing very much. 10 minutes go by, I'm thinking, this isn't very good, I'm paying him some money here. 15 minutes go by, my wife phones and she says, oh, I just wondered how Dave's doing. I have a quick look out the window and I say, he's about halfway down his first cup as far as I can make out. She says, well, you can let him get away with that. You can let him do just nothing. You can let him do absolutely nothing. You're paying for this. And I think, yeah, I am paying for this. I'm not going to let him do this. I start pacing up and down. I think, I'm going to go and say something to Dave in a minute. I'm going to go and say something. I'm going to get him to do some work. So I walk up to the front door. I open the front door. I say, Dave. He says, yes. I say, Dave. He says, yes. I say, Dave. He says, yes. I say, would you like some more tea? There's plenty in the pot. A couple of days later, he's managed a little bit more. He's done, I don't know, 2 square yards or something like that, not much. So he's off work with stress. And I'm in the local shopping centre, buying hobnobs for when he gets back. Now, come on, you would too, we all do that. You've got to get these people's biscuits right. If you don't get the flavour of biscuits, his motivation will suffer. And if this guy's motivation goes down any further, he will stop breathing. So, I approach the checkout. I think, right, time to pay. Go up to the checkout. It's one of these electronic checkouts. You know the automatic electronic checkouts you get with no actual people there? I find them okay. But I know some younger people find them very confusing. Look, if you're between 20 and 30, say, for example, if you're between 20 and 30, I fully understand they've got a screen and you interact with them, but it's not a computer game, okay? When you see these people, they go up to them, they got their baguettes, and they think, oh, look, beep, oh look, it went beep, and it says baguette on there, I've just shown the baguette, isn't that clever? And there's a whole queue of us thinking, not really, come on, go home, go home. And they think, no, look, beep, and then they move, they go beep again, they start looking for the Facebook like page and think, it hasn't got one, come on, it's not going to work. Thanks, Mum. And the worst ones, of course, the ones who go and they buy the unnecessary bottle of wine. You know the unnecessary bottle of wine? You've seen these people? The unnecessary bottle of wine? They don't want to buy a bottle of wine. They want to scan it across and have the thing coming up and saying, age-restricted product, verification required. And they stand there and go, oh look, it doesn't believe I'm old enough to buy the wine. It doesn't believe I'm old enough. Yes, it does! It knows perfectly well they're old enough to buy the wine. And then suddenly then call the youngest looking assistant they can find over, the youngest looking person. Say, can you come and verify this? And this poor young assistant says something like, oh, I'm afraid I can't do that. I have to get someone else. Oh, you don't believe I'm old enough either. You think I'm too young. We all know you're 40. We can see it a mile off. Come on. And then the car park. The car park's worse. I go. I'm on the way out. I check my ticket and I check the time up inside. I get my change out. So I'm all ready to go out the car park. Start queuing behind these 2 fellas, and they're perfectly nice fellas, just chatting away. So I'm queuing behind them for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Then they get to the front of the queue at last, and they start. Then it starts. It's sort of. You got the ticket? I haven't got the ticket. I thought you had the ticket. You got the ticket? I haven't got the ticket. I gave you the ticket. You didn't get it. You had 15 minutes to find the damn ticket. Come on. So on the way in the car, I'm getting quite wound up about this. I'm thinking, oh, all these people mucking about with all these machines. I'm really starting to get pissed off with this. So I think someone's going to start doing something about it. I'm getting really quite fed up with this. What happened? Did I get to the age of 40 and have the word doormat, please walk all over, written on my forehead? So I think, no, I'm going to do something about this. I'm going to start asserting myself. And I know exactly where I'm going to start. I'm going to go and see Dave. I'm going to take him his hobnobs. That's the thing. Oh, yeah. So, I get in the car, I drive to Dave's. I drive up his driveway, I'm thinking, driveway? He's selling an awful lot of doorsteps to be able to afford this place, hasn't he? I go and knock on his door. Stop. No, Dave. No, Dave. No, Dave. He answers the door. He says, what? I said, Dave. He says, what? I said, I'm so inadequate! And smashed the oven on the head. He hasn't been back to finish off the outside of the house yet. I grant you that. But he did say, give me 20 quid off if I get him to do the living room as well. So I thought I'd take that. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been a lovely audience. My name's Clapperton. Come on over to our standing first, please. Thank you. Good night.